HSK Grammar HSK 语法 HSK 4级语法 Pivot sentence. Hi, I am 老徐. A pivot sentence is basically like a sentence with object clause in English. So in English, you use that, which, whom, who to connect both sentences. But in Chinese, we use nothing. So there are two predicates in this case. And it looks like one predicate with two verbs, but actually it is not. And the difference is that pivot is the object of the first sentence and the subject of the second sentence. Let's see an example. 老师叫我过去. 老师叫我 is one sentence. 叫我 or 我 is object. But in the second sentence, 我过去, 我 is the subject. So the teacher asked me to go over in English if you translate that. So the structure of pivot sentence is subject 1 plus the verb 1 plus object 1. So object 1 also serves as subject 2 of the second sentence. And second sentence also has predicate 2, so which could be a verb phrase or adjective phrase. 小王，外边有人找你. So here, 人 is pivot. Mr. Wang, someone outside is looking for you. 是你爸爸打电话给你. It is your father who called you. 是你爸爸. So there's no subject in the first sentence. 是你爸爸. It is your father. The second sentence is 你爸爸打电话给你. Your father called you. 你爸爸 is object of the first one and the subject of the second one. 请你出去，这里不欢迎你. Please get out. You are not welcome here. 请你出去. 请你 is the first sentence. It doesn't have a subject. Second sentence is 你出去. So the first sentence, the first predicate must have a verb, and the second predicate can have a verb or an adjective. For example, 我有一本书很好看. 有一本书, 一本书 is the pivot. 我有一本书, first sentence. Second sentence, 一本书很好看. 好看 here is adjective. I have an interesting book. So literally you can say, I have a book which is interesting. 这件事情使我很高兴. 这件事情使我 is the sentence, which is the first one. 我很高兴 is the second sentence. So 我 here is the pivot, and 高兴 is an adjective. 祝你身体健康. I wish you a good health. 健康 is also adjective. Second, let's talk about the relationship between two predicates. And the relationship is similar to two verbs in a series as predicate. So there are basically two categories. The first one is the second predicate indicates the purpose of the first predicate. 老李请我们明天去他家吃饭. 老李请我们 Mr. Lee invite us. First sentence. 去他家吃饭 is the second predicate. So this is the purpose. 请我们 for what? 去他家吃饭. 医生让我在家好好休息. 医生让我好好在家休息. The doctor asked me to have a good rest at home. 医生让我 predicate 1. 在家好好休息 predicate 2. So this is the purpose. 医生让我 what? 在家好好休息. 我有个朋友明天要去北京. I have a friend who is going to Beijing tomorrow. So in English, you can say, a friend of mine is going to Beijing tomorrow. So I have a friend. For what? This indicating information, purpose. 明天要去北京 The purpose. 先生，是你叫出租车吗 Sir, did you call the taxi? 是你 We don't have a subject here, but we have the predicate 是你 The first predicate 是你叫出租车 is the second predicate. This is the purpose. When the verb in the first predicate is 是 or 有, the second predicate providing more information about the pivot. Let's see examples. 是有我有一件裙子很漂亮一件裙子 is the pivot. I have a skirt 很漂亮 which is beautiful. Or you can say I have a very beautiful skirt. 图书馆里有学生在看书学生有学生在看书学生 is the pivot. 有学生 what? 在看书 indicating more information about 学生是你在找我吗 Is that you who is looking for me? Is that you who is looking for me? Or you can say, are you looking for me? 是你在找我吗这次是我们赢了我们 is a pivot. 赢了 won. This time we won. Or you can say, this time it is us who won, literally. So basically there are two relationships. One is for purpose. The second one is indicating more information about the pivot. Notes. These are grammar features you need to know. Verbs. First, verbs in first predicate are indicating request or command, such as verbs here 是有请让要叫 etc. There are many, but basically they are indicating request or command. For example, 我请你明天来我们家吃饭 I invite you to our home tomorrow for meal. 我请你明天来我家吃饭我请你 first one. Second one is 你明天来我家吃饭 This is the second sentence. 你 here is the pivot. 妈妈让我们一起去学校 Mother asked us to go to school together. 妈妈让我们 Mother asked us. 我们一起去学校 We go to school together. 她有个妹妹长得很漂亮 She has a younger sister who is very beautiful. Or he has a very beautiful son. He has a very beautiful sister. 朋友又留我多住了几天 Literally say, a friend kept me and I who stayed for a few more days. Or you can say the friend requested me to stay a few more days. 这件事的确使我很难过 This really made me unhappy. Or this really upset me. Second point. We can have no subject for the first predicate, which is called subjectless pivot sentence. This often happens for verbs such as 请是有 For example, 请你别再说了请你别再说了 So actually the subject can be I. So, 我请你别再说了 please don't mention it again. 有个人 刚才找你，有个人刚才找你。那 here you don't have a subject， 有个人 just say。让我再想一想。我 is a pivot, so the subject here can be you。你让我再想一想。You let me think about it。昨天是我给你打电话。There's no subject here. You can say it is it. 是我打电话给你。It is me who called you yesterday. The negation of pivot sentence is to add a 不 or 没 before verb of the first predicate. 他请我跳舞。他请我跳舞。Negation is 他没请我跳舞。Or you can say 他不请我跳舞。妈妈不让我看电视。我 is pivot. 让 is the first verb. 妈妈不让我看电视。这里没有人姓黄。Pivot is a 人。这里有人姓黄。There's someone who surnamed Huang. Huang. Negation is no one here is surnamed Huang. 这里没有人姓黄。不是我要出租车，是我朋友。It is not me who asked for a taxi. It is my friend. 是我要出租车。Negation is 不是我要出租车。But sometimes 别不要 can be used for the second verb in the predicate to indicate prevention, dissuasion. This is only in these two situations, prevention or dissuasion. So read this. 妈妈让我去找你。Mother asked me to look for you. But if you negate this sentence, you can say 妈妈不让我去找你。不让。Or you can also say 妈妈让我别去找你。Mother asked me not to look for you. 让我别去。Or you can say 妈妈让我不要去找你。Second one, 老师叫我们明天不要迟到。我们 is a pivot. 老师叫我们明天不要迟到。Here you cannot say 老师不叫我们明天迟到。This is awkward. Don't use that. So in this case, it seems like there's only one solution to negate this. 老师叫我们不要迟到。Or you can say 老师叫我们明天别迟到。The teacher asked us not to be late tomorrow. Another point, nothing can be inserted between the first predicate, the verb of the first predicate, and the pivot. So when you try to say that, don't add any pause between the verb and the pivot. Let's see example. 他请我明天去饭店吃饭。So 他请我。So verb 1 is 请。我 is a pivot. So you can add nothing in between. If you add something, let's say 他请去我明天去饭店吃饭。No, it's not right. It's awkward. It's bad. 他请明天我去饭店吃饭。Bad too. Next one. 他请饭店我明天去吃饭。No. Even you add a small pause, punctuation pause, doesn't work. You should add nothing. 他请我明天去饭店吃饭。This is also not right. The only way is add nothing in between. Just say 他请我明天去饭店吃饭。Then completed action particle 了 cannot be put after verb of the first predicate. You have to put after the sentence or the second verb, if there's a verb. 昨天他请我吃饭了。So 了 is at end of the sentence. So after the second predicate. He invited me for a meal yesterday. So you should not say 昨天他请了我吃饭。This is after the first predicate, first verb 请。Not right. 我已经让他帮我了。我已经让他帮我了。The first verb is 让。So I already asked him for help. So you should not say 我已经让了他帮我。Wrong. Also, last one. When verb in first predicate is 请 or 静止 meaning stop, the pivot is often omitted. Why? Because there's no necessary. For example, 请进. So when you invite people, you say 请进 meaning 请您进. But if you add a 您 in between, it doesn't sound like so good. Just say 请进, please come in. 请喝水, 请喝茶. Please have some tea. Please have some water. 请喝水 meaning 请您喝水. 请您喝水. So 您 here just omit. Next one. 图书馆禁止大声说话. So, or you can say 禁止大声说话. If you see a sign in the library saying 禁止大声说话, it means 禁止人大声说话. The pivot is 人, but you don't need to have a 人 here because everybody know it is referring to people here. Last one. 禁止吸烟. Stop. No smoking. No smoking. So technically in Chinese it is 禁止人吸烟, but you don't need that. 禁止吸烟. No smoking. So these are the grammar points for pivot sentence.